Today, I'm gonna walk 100,000 steps around London. I set off from Battersea at around 5:30 in the morning. There was an amazing sunrise as I came over the Albert Bridge, and then I just kind of took the Thames path all the way up west towards Chiswick. I barely saw anyone on the route for the first few hours. Last year, I walked from Rotterdam to Amsterdam in 3 days, and this year, I wanted to see how far I could go around London in 1 day. Up in Chiswick, the rowers were out, the sun was shining, I just had my KP nuts for breakfast. It was a good start, really. When I set myself these challenges, my rule to myself is no scrolling on the phone and no music. My mates think the no music thing is a little bit psycho, but it just makes the whole thing a little bit more of a mental challenge as well. I smashed a wrap of the day from Mackey's and walked along up to Hyde Park. I had a bit of a tactical stop in Paddington to use their bathroom, because you got to kind of plan these things on the walk, to be honest. I normally do these things by myself, but a few mates came to support and joined for a little leg of the walk. I had a bit of a bench pit stop in Bethnal Green just to refresh the socks and put on a few plasters. But to be honest, the feet were feeling pretty good, so we just cracked on. Then it was back down the canal to Canary Wharf. I took a bit of a detour down to the old house that I used to live in when I first moved to London in Isle of Dogs. Bit of a rogue place to live, honestly. Then it was down under the Thames through the Greenwich Foot Tunnel. Definitely up there with one of my favourite tunnels. Right, rate my Tesco meal deal for dinner. Chicken sweet corn sandwich, as always. Worcester sauce crisps, and a bottle of water for hydration. I set myself little mental checkpoints for the walk, and I knew when I got to Blackheath and started heading back west, it would start to feel a little bit more like the home stretch. It started to get dark and the rain was setting in, so I just got the head down and cracked on through Southwark. After a few boring hours, it was quite a relief to see Tower Bridge and the whole city lit up like that. Everyone was out having a good time in Central on their Saturday night, and I was marching through with my little backpack on. Believe it or not though, this is actually my idea of fun, so I didn't mind. Every traffic light that I stopped at, I'd be stretching the legs out just to try and get a little bit more movement in them to keep me going. The final stretch was past Buckingham Palace and across Chelsea Bridge. I was absolutely knackered at this point. My girlfriend was waiting there with a makeshift medal. At 20 past midnight, after 16 hours of walking around London, I finally hit 100,000 steps. That's 85 kilometres, or the equivalent of 2 marathons back to back.